Christmas is here, let's get prepared. Cold in the air, tune with the fear. From year to year, we get to hear. Yeah, our Christmas cheers, pressure and the fear in the atmosphere. No Santa Claus, no reindeer. Pressure and the fear in the atmosphere. No Santa Claus, no reindeer. No Christmas trees, no Christmas lights, no Christmas trees, no silent nights, no chimneys, no gifts to give, no gifts received, no carolers, caroling, just battlers, battling, no carolers, caroling, just battlers, battling. Trying to make it through another Christmas. In the hood it's called surviving Christmas. Trying to make it through another Christmas.
And we are back. If you hear the sound of my voice, that means you are listening to yet another edition of the Definitely Fresh Show. It is I, Mr. Tone Deaf, and immediately to my left is my partner in crime, Mr. Young Fresh and Fly, one half of the Antisocial Social Club, aka the world's most dangerous podcast. On this particular episode of the Definitely Fresh Show, we want to go ahead and wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, due to the fact that, one, Christmas just passed when you're finally hearing this particular episode, and two, New Year's will be right around the corner. So we wish you nothing but great cheers, holiday wishes, and basically love yourself. I hope your 2018 at least ended good, and I hope your 2019 turns out fantastic. So I got a question for you, Doug.
What it do?
So I know over the past couple of weeks, the internet has been in a shitstorm over this king of R&B, because DFS is out here being disrespectful in some way. The Keith Sweat shit, he most definitely was disrespectful.
Hey, low key, if the camera went down, Keith Sweat
Keith was gonna smack that nigga. You was gonna hear the nigger out of Keith, the hard R, bruh. Okay, the hard R. But my whole thing is, a lot of niggas is giving dog shits because he's been sampling music. They got on him about the LMA tripping situation. They went and got his whole shit shut down. Like, I mean, some niggas got the actual song. Like, I got the song itself. But my whole question is, dog, why are we giving him so much shit over the actual sampling and doubling of other people's music? Because that's basically what mixtapes are.
Fuck him.
No, I mean, this is a legitimate question, dog. Why is it such a big deal that he's sampling songs when that's what mixtape's been doing? Prime example, the Millie beat. Like, nigga, it was a moment in time you couldn't break out unless you did the Millie beat.
Okay, but you have to look at the title in which he's claiming.
But they gave him shit before he said that. That was the whole reason why the tripping song got pulled.
Because he don't have original music.
He actually does have an album out there.
Okay.
Or an EP at least.
Okay, but it's
So
one.
he's not.
He don't got a body of work to be making these wild ass statements that he makes.
Okay.
And then he's going and making full off music videos and shit like he just created
to other people's songs.
Okay.
He's making music videos before they get to make a fucking music video.
Okay. See, now that's what I'm trying to find out, because like most niggas don't have an album out yet. They pop up on somebody's song, so you want to hear more about them, and then they go drop a whole mixtape, and they could be a mixtape of them jacking beats, you know, and they just spit on people's shit.
Okay, so if he was doing that,
but he technically was until tripping got him banned.
He ain't got no mixtape.
I mean, maybe he only want to do one song at a time.
But I'm saying though, bro, like if he was doing that, then we have a different conversation.
Okay.
That's just like if I decide I want to go jack people beats and rap over it.
Okay.
Then if I put out my album and it's decent, and then I start making these wild ass accusations, people don't look at you funny. They just be like, okay, well, keep proving that you really say you are what you are. But it's like, oh, I'm the king of R&B, but you ain't got a fucking album. Then the album that you do got, you rather give other niggas free promotion other than promote your own shit.
Okay, so maybe he just trying to get his voice out there. Like, the whole purpose of a mixtape or that one song is for you to showcase your talent outside your normal comfort zone.
But as a rapper, I understand that you can spit over anybody beat. Because I feel like when you do mixtapes and you rap over other people's beats, you kind of tend to adopt the flow of the song.
Okay.
Just like when people was doing the Millie beat, a lot of people adopted how Wayne rapped over the song.
Right.
It was just them.
But then you had some people who spit fire on it.
It's not about spitting fire, bro. It's like you can rap over everybody's beat, but eventually you have to make your own song.
Okay, so
you can't get an award or recognition for some shit that's not yours.
All right, let me ask you this question. So now during the middle of all of this controversy he's created,
right?
He goes and he actually drops a 5-song EP, all original music. Do you give it a listen?
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
No, I'm asking you. Would you give it a listen? If he dropped original material, would you listen to it?
Would I listen to it? No, because I don't think Jacquees can sing.
But that's what I'm saying. Why you just said, hey, I need you to give me original music.
No, but you asked me.
So why won't you listen to it?
Because I don't think he can sing.
But why don't you listen to it to just confirm, like, yeah, you know what? This is proof this nigga can't sing. Because he even got his own shit and he don't sound right.
I've heard his original music. I listened to his album. His album is trash.
He did that with album, what, a year ago?
Yeah.
Maybe he got lessons since then. That's why he's fucking with everybody's shit.
This is why he's covering other people's songs, because then nobody listen to that bullshit ass album. But you know what? In so many words, like, you really can't blame Jacquees. Like, we had this conversation already. He's on a record label that doesn't nurture the talents of a singer. You're on Cash Money Records. That does not nurture. There has never been a fucking R&B act that's got nurtured on Cash Money. You sign these R&B niggas, they never drop a song, and then they disappear.
What R&B niggas have been signed to Cash Money? Not Young Money, Cash Money. Because he'll be the first one I've ever heard, and I lived in the South for a while.
I don't know. Yeah, when Wayne took over, he was signing everybody.
Okay.
But I'm just saying though. But still, in general, look at the history of Cash Money. There's never been an R&B act.
That's what I'm saying. So
no, I take that back. Tina Marie was on Cash Money.
Does she really count? Because I think she passed away not long after being on the label.
She dropped an album.
I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do.
but it's Tina Marie though. It's fire.
Would you listen to a Tony Braxton album on Cash Money?
I think Tony Braxton can sing.
Think, nigga.
Look,
TB can sing, bruh. And I ain't talking tuberculosis.
Shut up, nigga. I say think because I thought it. Yeah. But I'm saying though, like, you on a label that does not nurture the creative genius of an R&B star or R&B singer in general, so you kind of fucked anyway. So
I'm just saying,
I'm not here for him or his brand of bullshit that he puts out.
Okay, so how do you think he can dig himself out of this grave?
Start putting the effort that you put into covering or fucking up other people's songs, put into finding that hit.
Okay, but this goes back to my thing about, let's say he drops the 5-song EP. Maybe he did put forth that effort that you want him to do, but you just said you won't listen to it.
True, but you can't deny a hit.
Yeah, you denied a hit before. I've sat here and watched you say, I don't fuck with something.
But just because I don't fuck with it, that's my preference. That don't mean the world's not gonna fuck with it.
It's a true statement.
Beyonce is quote unquote the GOAT. But just because I don't have no Beyonce in my phone or I don't got no Beyonce on my computer, that doesn't take away her accomplishments and saying that she's the GOAT.
Because Beyonce don't sing for us.
That means I don't listen to Beyonce, but that don't mean you can deny her accomplishments. So because I don't fuck with Jacquees and I don't want to hear none of his music, if he drops an undeniable song that when you turn on the radio, it's there. When people upload videos on Instagram, it's there. That's undeniable. Like, that's everywhere.
But you can't. Okay, and I'm glad you brought that up. Just because you hear a song on the radio doesn't mean it's a good song. We clearly
Tone.
Clearly
stop being that guy, because you know what I'm talking about.
I gotta be that guy. We're doing the show.
But I'm saying, like, but you know when a song is undeniable.
Some songs I don't like fucking with, but they be all over the radio.
Well,
because the marketing team paid the right money for it.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, if it's fuck that nigga. If a song is not good, it's not good.
No, look, if Jacquees right now has the kind of heat that, like we say, all publicity is good publicity. So he has enough heat on him right now that maybe Cash Money be like, you know what? Let's get you in the studio because everybody talking about you. Let's capitalize off this moment. And then next thing you know it, this new song he did just to prove everybody that he's not just a cover artist.
That's what a smart nigga would do. A smart nigga would take all the publicity, whether it's good or bad, and go put out some original music and be like, well, since I'm driving everybody to listen to this shit, maybe y'all will pay attention if I put out some original music. But that's not what he's doing. Jacquees, to steal a wrestling term, he got X-Pac heat. Remember that point in time where we didn't give a fuck about X-Pac, we just wanted him to go away?
We still do that.
But that's how Jacquees is. We don't care anymore. Just go away.
So basically, in so many words, he just need to lay low.
Leave. If he was to take like 6 months off and come back with like, boom.
Come back during the summer?
Original music. I got you. Jacquees. It's a hit.
Use a different surname?
I'm just saying, like,
come out
they gonna call himself the...
And that's what I'm kind of getting at right now. It's like, so you just take a break, chill out,
the nigga gonna
lay
call
low.
himself the king of R&B, and all he, that's true too. And a punchline, like when you become a punchline, it's kind of sad.
He is a whole punchline because somebody posted a meme saying, what will happen if all you guys get geeked to go to this B2K reunion and it's just Jacquees on stage singing all their hits?
Man, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I feel like when you become a joke, even if you start putting out good music, niggas still gonna look at you as you a clown.
And they
she actually talented.
And they did Carrie Hilson, and beautiful as hell too.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
but they did Carrie Hilson.
She wasn't supposed to stand up to the queen.
And I think that's what it was.
She was supposed to wait till the queen wanted to anoint her. But she didn't want to wait her time.
But she had to, dog. Like, she out here, right?
Right to her shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. All she wanted was her... You know what? I don't even blame Carrie Hilson. I blame Polo.
Why you blame Polo?
Polo is the one who talked her into going into the studio to write that song. Polo is the one that leaked that song.
Hey, some niggas just know when to shut up. Some niggas don't.
Because she just... You don't watch Star, do you?
You want to know who knows when to shut up? Neo. Because Neo is still around. Neo don't brag about his accomplishments. He let other people say it for him.
Neo is kind of a humble dude.
Right. Neo, you wrote this for Beyonce? Oh, man, I was like, you know, the queen gonna be the queen. And then you bow out the conversation gracefully. Let's not talk about what I've done for Beyonce. Let's talk about what I'm doing now. And Carrie Hilson put out 2 amazing albums.
You know that second album got slept on heavily?
What?
Yeah, a lot of niggas didn't fuck
with Pretty Girl Rock?
Yeah.
Nigga, she had a song with Chris Brown that was fire.
A lot of people didn't fuck.
Yes. What was that, Spend the Night or some shit?
One night stand.
Yeah, fucking cold though.
A lot of niggas didn't fuck with that album because they still had that same anger for the fact that she came for Beyonce.
I mean, but at the same...
My favorite 2 songs from her is from Rotten Apple, The Way Back, Help, and her joint with Chris.
I like her on Nas song Hero. She sung the fuck out that hook.
But I'm saying though, like, I don't blame Carrie for what she did. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to be the best, you got to take your shot at the top.
All right.
And if Beyonce's sitting on top, she got to expect these shots.
I give you that, dog. I give you that.
Either she going to shoot back or she going to duck.
So what you going to do?
Because low-key, there's a lot of motherfuckers in the game who could probably sing Beyonce under the fucking table.
Ain't no probably.
It is definitely fact, dog. She's a great performer.
She just has that total it factor.
Yeah, she has everything.
A singer, a performer, a dancer. Like, she got that whole just aura to it type shit.
Right. And then
I think Fantasia can out-sing Beyonce.
And then she had the fan base coming off the back of Destiny's Child, so it's kind of like she came in with rank already. So it's like, okay, we already know what she can do because she's done it. Because let's be honest, those last few Destiny Child albums were Beyonce featuring Kelly and somebody else.
Michelle, bro, give her.
No, because if you think about that second album, the one when they first broke up, it was like 3 other chicks that replaced Toya and Tavy. That
it was Michelle and another bitch.
No, they replaced that other bitch twice though. That was just it.
Farrah Franklin.
Yeah,
it was Farrah and Michelle.
Right, so it was like,
and then they told Farrah to pack her bags. She's gonna be late for her plane, but she didn't know why she was leaving because everybody else was staying.
Right, so but it still boiled down to be Beyonce, Kelly, and the other chick. Because even to this day, like somebody said that Michelle has the weakest verse on every song she's ever on.
Because Michelle was just happy to be here.
Michelle's a gospel singer. She wasn't supposed to be there.
That's why I said she was happy to be here. She was like, Destiny Child, big ass checks. Hey, I'll take whatever you niggas don't want.
Destiny's Child just sound like some church shit. She probably didn't know what she was signing up for.
I think so too, because they clearly said they got that name out the Bible.
Yeah.
They said.
That just sounds like you finna be, you know.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
This is the Tyler Perry tour.
Skin tight dresses, giving lap dances on stage. That's why she always looks so fucking uncomfortable.
Hey, didn't they make her dance on Magic Johnson?
Yeah, see that was fucked up because he had the whole AIDS at the time.
The whole AIDS?
We don't know what he got right now because he the only living AIDS patient.
He got half of AIDS now?
That nigga done had AIDS as long as you been on this planet, Juan.
Yeah. That nigga said he had the A and half an eye now.
Like, there ain't no way in hell you gonna sit here and tell me that nigga.
What if dog never had it?
I don't think he ever had it. I'm still to this day.
Something that they put out there.
Yeah, to raise the awareness.
Well, they said he never had actual AIDS.
No, I'm saying, but like even with the HIV, like what if that was just a thing? Because we compare him to Easy type shit.
Easy died in a matter of 3 days.
But you know, Easy could have had it for a while too, though, and he just never knew.
I mean, it ain't funny, but his reaction in the movie was, I'm pretty sure that's not what he did in real life.
Of course not, bro.
Just said, I ain't no faggot. I was like, wait a minute.
Because, well, back then.
That's how they thought that the only way you can get it was like, because you got to remember, hippies was free loving.
That's too free if you out there fucking other men.
They were free loving. I'm just going to leave it at that. So it didn't always have to be, they were all fucking other men. They just, group of them could have got together while they didn't take a bath and had sex, and now somebody got something and they gave that something to somebody else that evolved into something else.
I had a coworker who was like a hippie.
Oh, that's not cool.
She was cute though.
They stink sometimes.
Nah, she was. I never met a black girl who was into the hippie shit.
Oh, she was a black girl hippie.
Black girl.
A blippy.
The Magic Johnson, 91, UCE 95.
Something like that. 94, 95.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
So they took Easy out so Magic like I did it first.
No, I'm just saying, like.
Did you just say he Ray J'd that
I
nigga?
really think that,
I did it. I had it.
That was petty.
Man. I just, Cookie ain't never went nowhere. They didn't have that prep.
That's my whole thing.
And all that shit. Like, they got, like now, they got shit where, you know, if you with somebody that's HIV positive, they have medicine and stuff where you can be in a relationship with them and, you know, shit is cool. But they didn't have all that advanced shit.
They most definitely did not.
Back then.
So that's my whole thing about, like, why I never felt like dog had. I felt like.
Was like, hey, Magic, we gonna pay you so much money. We want you to be our HIV spokesperson because this is where we want to take this direction.
Right, because I think they may eventually would have came up with a cure, so he could come out and say, well, I've been cured by it, so if I can live with it, you can too.
And Cookie was probably like, shit, bitches ain't gonna want to fuck, get money.
Cut the check.
Exactly.
But you know what though? Like on some real
the
shit.
Only
forcing the nigga to be faithful.
That's a wild ass conversation you gotta have with somebody, like to sit them down and be like, I may have the AIDS.
The AIDS.
You might want to go take a test.
And I know that has to be. You know.
That's a fucked up conversation.
Dog, speaking of that, not to get too far off topic. So I was watching Trevor Noah's new stand-up.
Nigga,
right?
this whole conversation is off topic.
This is actually probably going to be the episode we actually do drop, and the other one be a bonus. Just to be on the safe side.
Well, apparently them two niggas wasn't on the safe side.
That's why I said to be on the safe side.
Hey,
no, but
I couldn't say that.
What?
My mouth was full, so he beat me to it.
Yeah. But
was always full. Cause you was out.
that's part of her
Like
problem.
sending this text.
Sucking dick is her problem?
Yes. No, but so I was watching Trevor Noah's new stand-up, and he was actually talking about, like, Obama had him come to the White House, right?
Right.
Because he wanted him to perform a stand-up. He was like, yeah, Trevor, I want you to go ahead and, do a show for my AIDS. And he was like, your AIDS? Like, yeah, man, I want you to go ahead and perform for my AIDS. So Trevor was like, dog, he really thought that Obama was coming out saying he had AIDS, dog. He's like, oh, no, you're talking about your AIDS, like your White House AIDS to help you out and shit. Like, yeah, dog, I want you to put a phone. And he was like, and when Obama realized that dog thought he had AIDS, he said Obama went in full nigga mode. He's like, hold on, my nigga, hold on. Nah, B, I ain't got that. I mean, me and Michelle be fucking, but, that's about it.
Is that the Black Santa Claus? I want a Super Nintendo. Yeah. Sega Genesis. Street Fighter 2. It's 12:30 a.m. Christmas Eve. I'm out with the gangsters and thieves. Celebrated, posted up with eggnog, head up in my cup. Put Rudolph and Moses, Lil Bang, banging and coasting down the block. But be careful for the heart because it's posted. Some say to this day that Christmas ain't nothing but another day. But out of respect, I gotta give the Lord his day. Tell me, where do the homeless and bums got to sleep? Where do the hungry and the needy greedies got to eat? Life is so crucial and cold. That's for the children in this world. They hopes and dreams can't afford the young and old churches and spiritual dreams. Seasonal things heard throughout the ghetto reaches gangsters and dope fiends. Cause those who ain't able to get it now can finally get it. Cause the ghetto Santa Claus sprinkle the hood. Now we born and living to a new year, a better thing. Celebrate with some champagne. Ha ha, check it. Santa Claus
It's coming straight to the ghetto.
Now on the first day of Christmas, my homeboy gave to me a sack of that crazy glue and told me to smoke it up slowly. Now on the second day of Christmas, my homeboy gave to me a fifth of hen dog and told me to take my mind off that weed. Now by the third day of Christmas, my big homeboy gave to me a whole lot of everything, and it wasn't nothing but gang to me.
Back then you woke up to the sound of I saw mama kissing Santa. Made you reminisce on the old-fashioned Christmas days. Gifts miss a fat man jolly with joy. Down your chimney with toys for little girls and boys. Pumped up, I jumped up before the sun peeked in and hoped to catch a Santa Claus creeping down my halls. Run to the window, put my eyes to the sky to see if I could see the sleigh that parlay and push the fat guy. I sigh, ain't no sign, but everything under this tree in my house is mine. My bike that and this plastic 9 to do fine till next year come. I try to see the same thing, they got us brainwashed up. And when you find it ain't no Santa, Christmas still mean a lot. Cause it's the time to get together and give all you got. You got food, good moods, and what's better than together with your peoples. Where wishes, give a toast by the tree, it's Merry Christmas.
Don't get too close because you might get shot. Santa Claus on the ceiling, Jack Frost chillin', pinch the Grinch for being a holiday villain. Season's greetings, all the proceedings are brought to you by the church house where we'll be eating chestnuts roasting on an open fire, singing my jingle, where is Kris Kringle? I didn't cop and I ain't even shout. I even stayed in the house when the homies tried to sneak me out. Now all I want for Christmas is my 6'4" Chevrolet and a granddaughter for her grandmother Beverly. Ain't that something? Nah, ain't that nothing. How it's Christmas time and my rhyme steady bumping. Everybody happy, hair still nappy. Gonna steal a gift for my old grandpappy. Catch me giving out turkeys at the church house. Don't try to work me, just stand in line and everything gon' be fine. Holla at your folks, boys going down. Ain't no helps from no elves, just a dog pound. And we passing out gifts, blazing up splits. Christmas on the road, can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Santa Claus is coming straight to
Christmas Eve, I believe 76 was the year. Girls and boys full of joy with the season cheer. Smell the sky, hella pies and cakes getting baked to be ate after everything gone off your plate. But wait, not tonight, it's straight beans and rice on the table. Are we able to receive tonight? I wonder what the morn bringing, so it's hard to doze off. 3 o'clock in my socks, I crack the dope song. Hoping when I open the door, I see Santa. Now who the hell is this in this blue bandana? Messing with the boxes that's up under the tree. Look like Santa Claus then crossed into a woman to me. Now I'm coming to see the whole picture get clearer. How we have less as Xmas get nearer. Mirror, mirror, please, it seems I've been deceived and think it's Saint Trick for the gifts I received. So I freak back and act like I ain't even peeped it. This'll be me and mom's private secret.
Santa Claus is coming straight to the ghetto. Santa Claus is coming straight to the ghetto.
We wish you a happy new year. We wish you a happy new year. We wish you a happy new year. We wish you a happy new year.
Santa Claus is coming straight to the ghetto. Santa Claus.
You know, I don't think Obama has ever in his life looked at another woman.
Have you seen Michelle Obama?
Did you see her recently with them damn thigh-high boots on?
Them $3,000 Fendi. Were they Fendi?
They probably, I don't care. They probably was custom made.
Yeah.
It's Michelle, dog.
Because I saw somebody post them on, it was one of my friends on Instagram. They posted the Fendi, they was like $3,000 Fendi boots, and then she posted, like, it was one of those double shot pictures.
Yeah.
And then she posted her cash app, was like, y'all niggas need to help me get these boots. So I was like, shit.
Nah, the one I seen.
Good
was-
luck, my guy.
So, you know, like for the past couple of years, they've been doing this photo of, you know, out with the old in with the new, with the chick walking up the stairs.
Right.
And then she had like have negativity and everything behind her and like all this positivity shit in front of her.
Right.
Somebody replaced her with the Michelle Obama with the yellow jacket on and them boots this time.
I thought Michelle got that fire.
Bro, have you ever looked at how Obama look at her? You know she got that fire.
Well, y'all been married that long, and you still look at your wife the same day.
Wait, same
way you looked at her when she first let you clap them cheeks. That's special.
Shit, even before then, like,
Is that how you look at your wife? Tom?
dog, you know that? Yeah, I do now. But
Oh my God, you was a shitty nigga.
dog, I can't. Y'all, okay.
That nigga said,
Yup.
"Yeah, I do now."
No, real talk, real talk. See, one of the things that a lot of people tend to forget is every relationship has this moment of turmoil, and it's all about how you handle that turmoil. And then sometimes in that turmoil, you do things you regret because you
Tom.
don't know how to do anything else.
Tom, I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna tell you don't explain your life because then you negate the joke of you being a shitty nigga.
I'm just saying because I want you to stop.
Save your explanations for Socially Awkward.
I mean,
That Fresh Show, we get these jokes off.
I get you, dog, and like all I'm saying is
Nobody listens to this show.
there's a moment in time when, like, I look at her like I can't fucking stand you.
As you should.
But I still want to fuck. And then there's those moments and times you look at her like, damn, I'm so lucky to fucking have you.
Right, she
I
bared
don't
your
deserve
children.
you. Now, this was even before the children got bared. And then I look at you like, dog, you had 2 whole babies. This pussy ain't never gonna be the same.
What? Hey, you be having some wild ass thoughts, bro.
And then, but this is you gotta understand, like, the married life, you have to look at things so differently, dog. Because, like, you can't just replace him. Like, you can't just be like, okay, this relationship is not working anymore. Bye, let me go get a new bitch. Like, you could do that, but it's got consequences.
I think I'll be looking at my baby mama like that, like you just sitting there playing in the vagina, like, damn, man, my whole big ass kid came out this motherfucker.
Or you look at it like, damn,
Just never the
you
same.
pushed a whole baby out that. Like, goddamn.
The strength of a woman might make your dick hard, though. Paul.
Some women it do.
Wait, women have dicks?
No. Well, the clitoris is a little bit too damn big. It can be a little small penis. But that's a whole hugely awkward conversation. But speaking of situations, how was your... Did you get anybody anything for Christmas, dog?
Christmas? Yeah. I don't know if I said this on the last show, but everybody in my family, we all made Christmas lists.
Okay.
So we picked the $100 limit.
Okay.
And then we made a Christmas list. And then your Christmas list could be as long as you want, but you was only getting $100 worth of stuff off your list.
Okay.
But I felt that it was needed to put everything that you would possibly want. And then we all kind of
You just picked in.
Yeah, we all just kind of spent $100 on each other outside of, like knowing, okay.
Wait. Why do they get... Well, I understand why Kay get a special list. Why do Noah get a special list?
Because you know it. I mean, why not?
This nigga ain't finna sell the 7 Seas for 40 days and 40 nights. Why the fuck he get some special shit?
Well, because he's still a child, technically.
That don't mean nothing. Mimi told her kids last year, fuck Christmas.
He got a good report card, so.
That don't mean... That is not... You know what? I want parents to stop rewarding their kids for having good report cards. You're supposed to have good grades, motherfucker. That's how you're supposed to succeed in this world.
First of all,
I'm sorry. That's how my mama
talk. I get that, but he's got a cognitive learning disability.
Okay. See, now I can't talk about Noah because
no,
put a fucking disability on him now.
No, that's learning. Like, that don't negate you still stupid as far as outside of fucking those 4 walls you call a school building. You're dummy. Outside of that, like, when you get home, you act like a jackass. But I feel like for him to get a 2.9, and because he requires special help with certain school subjects.
Okay.
Like, he needs the extra help. But it ain't really like that in high school as it was in middle school, where you can get that attention. So he only gets the special help in like 2 classes. So those other 6 classes, or I don't know, it's like 7 classes you might have in high school now. I don't know now.
Oh, they went back to the basic 8-hour school?
Right, some shit like that.
Okay.
So he only gets special help in 2 classes, which means those other classes, he's got to wing it and really pay attention. And he's got a problem focusing. So for him to bring home a 2.9, that was pretty dope.
You ever thought about introducing your brother to some weed?
No.
I mean, think about that. There literally is weed for... Why not?
No, because my little brother don't know how to not tell.
If he has a fantastic day, because you gave him some of that good kush.
And then I think my mom wouldn't forgive me if I had little folks out here smoking.
Share a Rice Krispie treat with him.
That's why that's why
you can't give him the blunt.
I can't leave shit out.
You can't give him the blunt. You have to do it differently. That's why I feel like you need to start incorporating edibles into your life on a much grander scale, because then you can give it to your brother, see how he reacts to it. It may help him, bruh. Hell, KK gonna steal a couple of Krispies off of there, and then she gonna be the most chillest baby, dog.
Nah, fam. I ain't trying to be on the news, bro.
You not gonna be on the news.
I just because it's a fucked up situation. Like, here, no, you want half this cookie? Then you give him the cookie, and then he over there in the bed talking about, Mark, my heart beating too fast. I can't feel nothing. And then mom like, well, what's wrong with him? I'll be like, I don't know. Now we gotta take him to the hospital. Then we get to the hospital. Well, it looks like your son has ingested some THC. Now I could put it off and say, well, I don't know where he got it from. Got it from the white kids he hang out with at school. His goof ass. Mark gave me half his cookie. Why he not twitching and shit? I'm like, 'cause I know how to handle my
right, and that's how you play it off, dog.
I know how to handle my weed, my guy.
Or when he start getting high, you sit him up. It's like, all right, so what you experiencing right now is your first trip. I'm going to help you ride this out, my nigga. Like, you can't let that man trip alone. That's the problem. I've told you that many, many times ago.
But that's why I can't get high with first timers.
But that's the whole, it's your brother.
First timers don't know.
Right. At one point in time, it's your brother, dog.
I was.
Don't let your brother first time be with a stranger, because ain't no fucking telling what they going to have that nigga smoking.
I just hope my brother don't want to do drugs. Can I hope for that? Can I hope for that?
How can you hope for your brother to not want to do drugs and you are a functional addict?
Whoa, first of all, we're not going to put that narrative out here like I'm fucking the addict.
So you don't wake and bake?
This is not about me.
You don't wake and bake?
Look, Tone, all I'm saying is I will hope that he does not venture. Because I don't even know how the fuck I ventured off onto this fucking path.
Because you wanted to be a gangster.
And I was hanging out with the wrong cousins back in the day.
I think Mimi would have put you on the weed too.
No, because they were... Like,
yes, Mimi is not.
Well,
on
you
weed.
you have like if you like how Mimi states it, you have to look at it when we were growing up. Like we were related, and that's about it. At one point in time, like me and Mimi didn't get close until I was
she said before it's like it wasn't for the, if it wasn't for the
technically the time I could have put you on because of age to start doing
right. But that kind of shit I have been doing already. Right.
But everybody thought I was the bad.
I was hanging out like
it's always the one you least expect.
it was more like the niggas on my stepdad's side of the family who were the inappropriate. Like, I mean, you know, I had those inappropriate cousins on mom's side, but you know, they tried to keep shit to a minimum of doing things in front of them.
Right.
But it was the cousins on my dad's side that know we supposed to be in school and y'all can chill out here, or they rolling up weed. Hey, you smoke? You want to hit the blunt? Like they were the bad influence. Now, if my brother wants to have a conversation about drugs, we can talk about it. But I would just hope that he don't venture off and want to do that shit. Like, he a nerd. He want to play video games and Fortnite type shit. Like, that's cool. Be that. Like, don't be something you're not.
I'm just saying, we about to get to a point where weed is about to be legal.
Okay. And
so he's eventually going to mess with it. And I'm just saying, if it's going to happen.
And that's cool, but I also want you to be the nigga that thinks for yourself. And if you don't want to smoke, then don't smoke. Like, don't fall for peer pressure, because I believe when I was in high school and I was younger, I was the nigga that at one point in time I wanted to be popular. So I thought about, I did shit that I thought would have made you cool, but when you look back here, you like a goof ass nigga doing this dumb shit.
This is a true statement. But what I'm saying is, let's say he do make the decision and he do want to do that. Chop it up with the little nigga.
I just said that if he wants to talk about smoking weed, I have a conversation with him. I'll tell you.
Why don't you just ask him, like, hey, nigga, you out here smoking weed? You drinking that wine and smoking them tweeds?
Like, I've had the conversation with Jazz. And Jazz told me she got high before, and she said she don't like it. She don't like smoke,
but yeah, she hit the hookah. She wants to open a whole hookah bar.
No, Jazz doesn't like the trip. Like, a lot of people who don't like getting high, they don't like the way it makes you feel. Because you don't like the journey it takes you on.
The trip is okay. You just got to know your trip level. And if you see a little Indian dude walk up to you, just know you tripping too hard.
Some people don't like my first trip, man. I told the motherfucker I couldn't feel nothing. And then I felt like I was moving in slow motion. I thought that shit was so weird.
I like the slow motion. I like the slow motion. I knew I was tripping too much when I was seeing sound. Like, my boy was really in there making beats, and I see the little notes coming off the keyboard.
Oh, you was smoking woo-woos and hookah. Smoking acid, bro. What are you seeing? Projectiles?
I see little melodies coming off of it. I'm like, yeah.
And the motherfucker be like, hey, bro, do you know what the color blue sounds like? We are too high.
The color blue sound like a Prince song.
I would die for you.
Anyway, so, I mean, this holiday season, I actually got to say, I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, did you finish all your Christmas shopping?
I got everything done and then some. Like, I even had a little bit left over to buy Mimi a Prince shirt.
Oh, God.
What is that?
It's the baby in the Batman stocking. Made your ovaries hurt?
She finna go text him right now. Let's make a baby. But, no, I got everything. Like, this year, I tried not to wild out on the girls so much.
Do y'all use condoms?
What?
I know that's a wild ass question, but I feel like on the Death Fresh show ain't no boundaries.
I don't think they...
You're high risk? Y'all must definitely be out here barebacking.
You know they barebacking, dog. The simple fact of her even having to stop to put a condom on probably irritates the dog shit out of her.
Hey, man. Sometimes you need condoms.
I'm not disagreeing with that one at all. I want more niggas out here to actually put condoms on.
I do enjoy the raw sex.
But that's the problem.
But it's some chicks you look at, you're like, I should probably put a condom on.
But yeah, I mean, like, okay, so actually, like I said, I'm proud of myself this year because I honestly did not overshop for the girls. And that was kind of hard because, like, I got young kids.
Oh, yeah. How old are your kids?
3 and 5. Because, you know, TT just turned 3 in November. So I bought her some stuff for her birthday, but I didn't want to overdo it because I knew, like, a month later is Christmas. And the problem with shopping with them two is they both want the same thing. So I have to buy 2 of everything. So
that should make shopping easy.
It does make it easy in the sense that I can get 2 of everything. But trying to get something exclusively unique for Christmas only be the problem. So I had noticed recently that they've been pretending to be their mom. Because, you know, Teresa recently just passed her nursing exam. So she's now a full-blown registered nurse. So, like, she makes twice as much as I do. And I make a lot. So that says a lot. Okay? So they've been, you know, playing doctor, playing house. They've been, you know, taking care of sick patients. They've been imitating, you know, Teresa and her sister because they both nurses. So one day we was in Walmart and I seen this Doc McStuffin hospital thing where it's like a full-blown little operating lab. So I went and bought it for them. I told them that it's for their cousin. So it was in the cart the whole time. And they think that we're buying this for their cousin. So I was like, okay, I can't just only buy this because I know my kids. So I end up ordering a whole entire medical kit. So now they got a little crash cart. So there's this little cart that they can roll around the house with a defibrillator on it. It's a fake defibrillator, of course. And all these medical tools and whatnot. Then they got scrubs, so they can dress up like they really finna do some work here. They got lab coats. So they got this whole little medical look on it. And at first, Teresa was like, why are you diving so deeply into doing all this? I said, because 1, they love imitating their mom. But 2, they got lab coats and scrub because I don't want them to only think that being a nurse is just a woman-only job. You know? Like, you can go be a doctor, you can go be a dentist, you can go be a gynecologist. Actually, okay, before I go any further, 1, do you think it's creepy for males to be gynecologists?
Like an OBYG?
Yeah.
I don't think the profession is creepy, but I think some niggas do it for the wrong reasons.
And that's what I thought, too, because I was sitting there asking Teresa, like, do you got a male or a female? She's like, I got a female. I was like, okay. Because I don't trust no men who want to do that for a living. They just sit there and look at pussies all day. It's fucking perv.
Yeah, you might, yeah.
Yeah, that does sound very pervy, that. But, like, they got this whole little setup, like a little hospital thing, and I was like, that's so cool. They got Legos, because, you know, TT's now at that age where she can play with Legos. They got new tablets. I'm like, dog, new tablets. Not, like, tablets for the first time, but upgrade tablets, dog. Like, my family's upgrading tablets like they upgrading fucking cell phones and shit for them. Then my mom bought these LOL dials. Have you seen these little things, dog?
What?
These little LOL dials.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so the new dial craze is these little dials are about maybe 6 to 7 inches tall. Big ass fucking heads, little ass bodies. That's it. That's all the little dial is. They've been collecting these damn things for damn near 1.5 years now. And they asked my mom for this big ass fucking suitcase full of these damn things for Christmas. And my mom got it for her. So now I got like 25 small little ass baby dolls running around the house. And they doing surgery on these little baby dolls. And then they have an operation game. So they go and they take out the operation game, and that's them doing surgery.
Is it water on the knee? Operation.
But they got
a whole bucket, see?
But they got the minion one, so it's got all these weird ass shits like cheese and tools and all kind of shit. I'm like, dog, this is some crazy ass shit. So I'm like, dog, my little kids literally have this whole hospital setup. And as a dad, I'm proud of that. I am. But it made me raise a question. And you being a non-parent, maybe you can help me answer this question. Do you think that as men, we buy gifts to supplement showing actual physical love to our kids?
Fuck you hit me with that serious ass question?
Because it's a serious question that I want to know.
Do you buy gifts to supplement your love?
Well, that's the thing. You know I do stuff with my daughters all the time, right?
Is that what?
So you know I do stuff with my daughters all the time, though, right?
Right.
So you know, like, we got the Sunday classes, we got the ballet classes during the weekday. I took off work, a 10-hour day, to go to a 2-hour play. And it wasn't even 2 hours.
You could just be late.
I could have just been late. But because I want to stay home with my kids instead and catch my daughter's tap dancing class, because I always miss it on Thursday because I'm at work, I just said fuck it and took off. So I don't really feel like, me personally, I'm supplementing my love by buying gifts. But I see a lot of parents doing that shit, though.
I mean, I think that counts for anything, though. Like, people do it in relationships.
True. So are you a gift giver when it comes to your relationship? Or are you more of a show of affection kind of a guy?
I mean, I'm a little bit of both. Because I can be a little bit of both sometimes. Like, I like to be affectionate and all that huggy. Then sometimes I have my moments where I don't want to be fucking bothered. Like, leave me alone, don't touch me. So, you know, I probably, you know, well, I kind of been a dick for the past 2 weeks, but you stuck with me. You know? let me buy you something nice. You know?
So because you moody, you gonna go buy him a tennis bracelet?
No, I ain't never that moody.
You wouldn't buy your woman a tennis bracelet?
How long have we been dating?
We passed the 1 year mark at this point.
1 year mark? Well, yeah, you worth more than a pair of tennis shoes now, so. But I don't know.
Hey, man, some tennis shoes ain't cheap, though. Because them purple Air Max 97s that everybody keep thinking are real, them bitches ain't cheap, dog.
I mean, you have to know your person before you just go off and buy gifts like that and shit.
Okay, so if a woman wanted to buy you a kind of gift, what was something that you would accept as a thoughtful gift? Let's say in a 1 year relationship.
Well, if you know I smoke weed, you should buy me a grinder. I'm just saying.
I'm just laughing.
That's thoughtful.
And you saying you're not an addict. I feel like that's something addicts would have.
A grinder?
Yes.
Or if you know, I'm just saying, like you have to know your significant other.
But that's why I'm asking, what would be a thoughtful gift that you would think would be a thoughtful gift?
If you know me, buy me a pair of shoes.
Okay,
because
I can see that.
You know I like shoes, or buy me a gift card for my Xbox.
So, if somebody bought you a pair of custom shoes, pair of custom Air Ones that said fresh on the side of them, how often do you think you would wear them?
That's thoughtful.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's some thoughtful shit. Like, they put some thought into it. How often would you wear them?
I don't know. Because, like...
You got to wear them at least the first time as soon as you get them.
Shit like that is like... She put a lot of thought into that. Do I really want to wear them and fuck them up?
But you got to wear them at least once.
Because shoes are wear and tear. Like, do I want to get like a box and display them? Because that's a nice gift.
Okay, so
that's just like if she bought me a pair of shoes and she went and got them customized and she put some shit that, you know, represented our bond or our love on the side of my motherfucking shoes. Like, do I really want to wear these and then fuck them up?
Okay.
Or do I want to just let them sit here and when people come through, I'm like, oh man, hey, you should see these shoes, baby.
Okay, so I got a question for you. So let's say you go out there, you buy a custom shoe rack that displays your shoes.
Right.
All right. You don't want you tell her, it's like, hey, babe, you bought me these shoes. These shoes are dope. I don't want to wear these shoes. I don't want to mess them up. A, B, C, D. 6 months later, the relationship ends. What do you do with them shoes?
I'm keeping them.
But what are you gonna do with them? You can't leave them on display, especially if somehow she's imprinted somewhere in this. Like she get fresh on one shoe, and let's just say her name on the other, her nickname you gave her on the other shoe. What do you do with these shoes, dog?
Ooh. Do I got another girlfriend?
I mean, I don't know why y'all ain't together, but if it was because of another bitch, you better hope she got the same nickname.
Well, if she rolled fresh on the right shoe and her nickname on the left shoe, she can take the left shoe. I can
Take the shoe.
Because I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. Like they shoes, bro.
I'm just asking you.
Like if we not dating, they not a trophy no more.
That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. Like, what would you?
I'm wearing them motherfuckers.
So you gonna actually wear them now?
Yeah.
You gonna purposely step in shit on the left shoe?
Nah. You know what, low key though? I can't give away my secret. People listen to this shit. But you know what, low key though? I'm gonna say it anyway. What you do is once y'all break up, you put them shoes back in the box. And you hide them. Then when you get another girlfriend, you kind of whip the shoes out for her. Be like, oh, babe, look what I did for us. But then that's when you go over the top, though. Like, you go get her a pair of shoes that match the shit on your shoes. And then you get custom shirts, and then y'all both look like a couple of jackasses.
You gonna get custom shirts, dog?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind looking like a jackass with babe.
Are you taking it back to 88?
Nah, 2008. But see, like, I feel like niggas is too cool to do shit like that. Like, that was shit I wanted to do when I first got a job. Like,
That was some player shit.
I need to find niggas who still do that. Because next summer, I'm bringing it back.
You talking about custom shoes?
I'm getting my shoes airbrushed.
Oh, my home. You remember? Okay, remember earlier I told you my homegirl who got the spot in the mall?
Right.
With her and her girlfriend? They do that shit.
I want a pair of airbrush shoes that say the DFS Fresh Show. I would get a motherfucking shot. Like all that little shit that I just thought was cool as a child, but never had no fucking money to do it, or my parents thought that was a waste of money. Like, that's the shit as an adult, or that's the shit you want to do when you get a job. Like, when you get a job and you got money to spend on our shit, you want to spend it on things you couldn't get as a child, or things that you feel that you couldn't obtain because you had no money.
But you know what? And that goes back to my original point. This year, I think, was the first time I was stress-free going into the holiday. I wasn't behind on no bills. I wasn't, underpaid and overworked. I wasn't, like, short on OT. I didn't have random situations pop up I couldn't handle. Like, this year, I actually had a very successful holiday season. Like, student loans was good. Overtime was like, hey, nigga, it's max 20 hours a week, but we ain't gonna put no days cap on it. So if you want to be here every day for 30 days straight, just don't go over 20 a week. That's all we ask. And then, I already got a nice pay, so we looking at damn near almost $30 an hour when you hit the overtime mark. So I'm like, shit, yeah, I'll be here and do this work. So those checks was looking nice. Other checks was looking nice. The only downside was Teresa hit that moment when she wasn't working because she had to transition from working with us to working in a hospital. So I had to cover all her bills for a while, which of course that's what you're supposed to do as a married person anyway. And it was like, I did all of this and I still had money in my pocket. That I was still able to Christmas shop. That even though some of the gifts for some people were really small, were just a couple of things, I still covered everybody. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is a great year. On top of us expanding, adding new shows to the TDR roster, certain shows, stepped away, and it didn't hurt us.
Wait, who got fired?
Ain't nobody got fired. Just, you know, Mia took her break with the TDR undress. I was pretty hurt about that because she just took a break, but we still moved forward.
No, she fired.
She ain't fired.
She's not here. She's fired. You're not here. You fire.
She put in her letter of resignation.
You're not here. You fire.
You know, Tasha actually really did give us a letter of resignation when she stopped doing the show.
Dog, we not a real. You know it. Never mind. Thank you, Tasha.
I appreciate that. I
appreciate your 2-week notice, my guy.
I'm like, she really did. I'm proud of that when she did that. I'm like, damn, we wasn't even nowhere close to where we are now.
I'll put a 90-day no compete clause in the nigga's contract. You live here, you know, do podcasts nowhere else.
Well, the good
90
thing.
days.
Well, the good thing is Tasha really didn't want to go do no more podcasting because she wanted to start a family.
On the first day of Christmas, my New York gave to me a pair of Timberland boots. On the second day of Christmas, my New York gave to me a blue Yankee fitted and a pair of Timberland boots. On the third day of Christmas, my New York gave to me some new Metro cards, blue Yankee fitted and a pair of Timberland boots. On the fourth day of Christmas, my New York gave to me the 4-train delayed new Metro cards, blue Yankee fitted and a pair of Timberland boots. On the fifth day of Christmas, my New York gave to me a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. 4-train delayed new Metro cards, blue Yankee fitted and a pair of Timberland boots. On the sixth day of Christmas, my New York gave to me some dead-ass facts, a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. 4-train delayed new Metro cards, blue Yankee fitted and a pair of Timberland boots. On the seventh day of Christmas, my New York gave to me a big booty rat, dead-ass facts, a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. 4-train delayed new Metro cards, blue Yankee fitted and a pair of Timberland boots. On the eighth day of Christmas, my New York gave to me folded slice of pizza, big booty rat, dead-ass facts, a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. 4-train delayed new Metro cards, blue Yankee fitted and a pair of Timberland boots. On the ninth day of Christmas, my New York gave to me gentrified Brooklyn, folded slice of pizza, big booty rat, dead-ass facts, a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. 4-train delayed new Metro cards, blue Yankee fitted and a pair of Timberland boots. On the 10th day of Christmas, my New York gave to me hot dogs and halal, gentrified Brooklyn, folded slice of pizza, big booty rats, dead-ass facts, a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. 4-train delayed new Metro cards, blue Yankee fitted and a pair of Timberland boots. On the 11th day of Christmas, my New York gave to me crazy price rent, hot dogs and halal, gentrified Brooklyn, folded slice of pizza, big booty rats, dead-ass facts, a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. 4-train delayed new Metro cards, blue Yankee fitted and a pair of Timberland boots. On the 12th day of Christmas, my New York gave to me a tour to the Statue of Liberty.
Wait, you've never been to the Statue of Liberty before?
Nah.
You dead ass?
Dead ass.
Ellis Island?
Nah.
Empire State Building?
Nah.
Rockefeller Center?
Nah.
Weren't you born in New York?
Yeah, facts.
Well, where have you been?
Coney Island. For a hot dog. crazy price rent, hot dogs and halal, gentrified Brooklyn, folded slice of pizza, big booty rats, dead ass facts, a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. 4-train delayed, new Metro cards, blue Yankee fitted, and a pair of Timberland boots.
Hey, but shout out to the DJ at the ugly sweater party that we went to. Because, TDR, what a Death Fresh show. We've been doing this shit for a long time. But we are now at the stage where we... You know what I feel like sometimes, low-key? Like, even though we almost at 200 episodes, shout out to episode 157.
Yeah. I don't know. If I drop the bonus as a regular episode, we'll be at 158 by the new year.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that in a second, too. But, I feel like with all our friends coming up on their 100th episode, that is dope. I think I've said that before. Y'all beautiful. There's some bad motherfuckers who do podcasts.
Like, you mean bad, like attractive
God.
Bad? Like
sexy bad.
Yes.
Like, you know what? Y'all some pretty motherfuckers. Like, shout out to such an effing lady. They beautiful. What's that one podcast? The Plus Size Chicks? They got they beautiful too.
Plus size chicks.
I don't want to disrespect. I got to get the name right because they was dope. They always kicking it on Self Podcast. But yeah, and was Brunch with Besties there last night too? I don't think I saw them.
I don't think they came in the building, but that's actually my favorite non-friends podcast because we cool with everybody,
right?
But they're probably the only pod outside of the circle of people we already fuck with on a regular basis that I fuck with. I really do listen to Brunch with Besties. That's part of my thing. They actually put me on to some books that I never would have gave two fucks about until they listened to them. I'm like, okay, let me check this out.
And while we shouting out other people's podcasts, because that's what we do here, we show love. Shout out to the homie Jadon getting an EP credit because he executive produces this podcast called Single in the Loop.
That's what's up.
I don't know if you've ever listened to it. It's pretty dope. I've listened to a few episodes, and my nigga Weaver gonna make sure they straight. I don't know how deep they are. I think they're approaching 100 episodes too, maybe a little behind because I don't think they jump started when everybody else jump started because Weaver was trying to get egos and opinions straight before he ventured off to EP some other shit. But shout out to Single in the Loop. That's they out of Houston, Texas. Just like we.
Speaking of pods, dog, it's this pod on. I follow him on Instagram. So it's a single dude. I think he out of Milwaukee. It's the pod is called Just Say Word Pod.
I don't think I've heard of it.
It's this one dude. I really think he's from Milwaukee. And I listened to the other day, dog. It's actually a pretty dope pod, dog. It's a lot of really dope low-key pods that just need that one break. Because think about it. Adventures of the Black Nerds. I came across them in the nerd group one day, and niggas was just posting all their pods. And I ran into Trav, and Trav was like, hey, man, I got this pod. This is the name of the pod. I was like, dog, that's a dope-ass fucking name. I went and listened to them on YouTube. I was like, dog, y'all just need somebody to hear y'all. Because y'all conversation is so genuine, and y'all really talk about nerd shit that I don't even think about, dog.
Man.
And look where they are now, dog.
But I think in the grand scheme of this podcast shit, I think the goal, at least from my perspective, I think the goal is to I feel like right now we all drug dealers.
So we all moving weight, but we don't want to step on each other's toes.
Right, we all just we're not moving weight. We all just drug dealers. We all just the most we got is bricks.
So we corner boys.
Right, we all corner boys.
Okay.
We might come up on a brick or so, but we all still corner boys at heart. Our goal is to be the plug. But I think if we all keep vibing and showing each other love, how we do now. Because I'm telling you, niggas don't, the way niggas in the podcast community bond, niggas in the rap community of Milwaukee would never bond this hard like we do as podcasts.
Because everybody in the, okay. And I know earlier we kicked off the show talking about the king of R&B.
Yeah, we was kind of all over the place, but that's usually what we do here.
Because this is a holiday week, so I really don't expect too many people to just like really be needing pods. Like we come out on Thursday, so most folks be coming back to work, so they need us. But I mean, we kicked off the show talking about King of R&B, and I think that's part of the problem with why the rap community, especially the Milwaukee rap community, can't get on the same vibe that the pod community does, is because everybody wants to be that number one guy. They want to be that guy. Like at the pod world, like, yeah, we want to be that breakout show. We want to be that show that everybody listens to. And we want to be like when you log into Spotify or Apple Music or wherever else you stream your shit at, there's a list of pods that show up right away. Because like Joe Buttons be there, Rogan be there, some fucking educational pod be there. We want to be that pod that's there. We want to be where the Reed is. We want to be where Two Dope Queens is. And that's where everybody wants to do. We want to have that opportunity. But at the same time, we ain't selfish enough where we all collectively can't get there. Like, Milwaukee doesn't want to be like, this is one dope pod out of Milwaukee. We want to be like, the pod scene in Milwaukee is fucking fire. And that's kind of, I think, how we can all pull this shit off. Because everybody's cool. Like, everybody's been on everybody's pod. Okay? In one shape or form. Like, nobody is saying, I'm too good to not have another pod on my show.
All I'm saying is, I think Milwaukee scene is so dope that the next time niggas do a pod festival, it should be in the aspects of somebody. It should be in the aspect that we are putting each other on.
Right.
So whoever wants to collaborate, throw the event, like if you want to be the headliner, just open it up for, the young niggas at the bottom who coming up, I feel like we are all in a position where we can all put each other on.
Right. Also, what I've noticed is,
because we don't have a crab in a bucket mentality.
Right, and I'm going to say, everybody has their own lane for what their pod is catered to, and if somebody else is doing something similar to that, they're not shitting on the previous one. Like, TZ is music heavy, okay? That's TZ's focus with TZ's talk, all right? But I like it because it reminds us of when we first started.
Right.
We were very music heavy. We had artists, rappers, all kind of things, but they got their own little special twist to it that makes theirs unique. That doesn't mean that other pods can't talk about music.
Right.
Other pods can't focus on local and national scene. You can do that, but just don't feel like you have to attack another pod to get there.
Right.
We are comedy.
Right. And I'm not saying that other pods ain't funny. It's just that's what I prefer to focus on.
Right.
Is telling jokes.
Like, we might have serious topics, we might have serious moments, but sometimes the things that everybody talk about, we don't want to take it from the same perspective you take it from. We want to take it from a funny, disrespectful perspective. Like the Jackie situation is so damn funny that you can't help but to come at it the funny way. So with me, I want to flip the script and like, why the fuck don't we like this nigga? Like, hey, maybe this nigga might be onto something. Maybe maybe jacking niggas beats is happening in R&B now. Like, I like to look at things from a different perspective altogether, which makes people think like, I never thought about it like that. Let's take Tory and Real Bar Talk. Real Bar Talk actually is regular bar conversation with an actual bar environment with somewhat stable drinking.
Man, ain't shit on that show stable.
I said somewhat stable drinking.
The co-host is definitely an alcoholic. She be drunk before the fucking bar tab is told.
Lies. She doesn't drink. She doesn't be drunk like that. So don't put that narrative out there.
I'm pretty sure people listen to the show. It's not a narrative. It's a fact.
She's a great, wholesome Christian woman.
Now you lying.
She is a wholesome Christian woman.
Casey is a Christian.
She's actually a preacher's kid.
That's even worse.
So she's just, we're not going to put that narrative about
Casey. If you're listening to the show, I will always love you, but I will never lie for you.
Just because.
Thank you.
Just because she didn't work out with the Death Fresh show.
It ain't about that.
Doesn't mean that she's
it's about her and beautiful
great woman on the Real Bar Talk.
I feel like I've shot my shot at a lot of women.
You have. And
For 2019, I'm probably gonna get into a stable relationship. That's my New Year's resolution. Like you know what I hate? When niggas make New Year's resolutions and then don't stick to them, and then they hit you with that New Year, new me. Like, no, bitch, it's a new year, same you. You still
trying to complete the goals from last year. And
I get trying to complete goals from 2011. Like, relax.
I can't lie, because I've been trying to kick soda for damn near 5 years. And somehow that bitch keeps coming. It's like a bad relationship, dog.
Every time I try to leave, you keep calling me back.
It's like, I leave you, but because we have such a great... You make me feel good, I come back.
You giving you something you can feel?
And you inexpensive.
Make you feel like a natural man.
I wouldn't go that deep.
Soda's addictive.
It is, dog. It's the hardest addiction to kick. But no, I mean, honestly, dog, this is our last episode, our last show for 2018. So I think that's probably why I'm getting so sentimental towards the end of it. Like this has been a great. It is. This has been actually a really good year for us, dog. Like, we made a lot of dramatic changes to not only the Def Fresh Show, but Tone Deaf Radio overall, to the point where we really don't even say Tone Deaf Radio anymore. We just say TDR. Like KFC. We're no longer Kentucky Fried Chicken, just KFC.
Well, I mean, I'm still single.
That's on you. Only you can save that forest fire.
I mean, I be trying, bro, but these hoes don't be on shit.
That's the problem. You're going for the hoes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But you 30. But you 30 now, so you in a whole new class bracket, dog. You got a whole upper echelon worth of woman to go for now. You can't keep going for the hoe no more, dog. You got to move up. But no, like, I actually do. I like the growth. I like the growth that the Def Fresh Show did. Out of all the years of us doing internet radio / podcasting, because it wasn't until this year we officially crossed over to a podcast mentality. And when we made that adjustment, we went from averaging about 20 episodes a year to putting out damn near 50 this year. That's not bad for us, dog. That's actually really, really good for us. So the consistency is there. We got Mimi off the ground. Like, she has her own pod now. And it's a well-received pod at that. We host now. That's another big thing about us, dog. Like, we host other pods. So we have engineering, we have production, we have in-house capabilities, and we actually have our own unique twist on stuff. Like, when you hear our pods, you kind of know who we are. So now I think in 2019, it's our goals to, like you said before, match the face with the product. And not only just for like the Def Fresh Show, but just TDR as a whole. Like, I do real bar talk. I do production on that show. People like the way that sounds. Hey, we do production. Come holler at us. We'll get you right.
I do features too.
Juan does features. We do skits now.
Yeah, man. 2019 is all about growth and expanding, and I hope everybody continues to grow and learn from each other. Like, and that's another thing about going to these events that the podcast community throw. Like, it's nice when you walk in the building and it's all love.
Right.
That's a beautiful thing. Like,
that's a great thing.
It's not many situations that niggas walk into in Milwaukee where you walk in and it's all love. Like, from the time we walked in at 5 o'clock and there was like maybe 20 people in the building to the time it started shaking and it was 300 motherfuckers in that building, it was the same energy. It was all love. There was all positive vibes. There was nothing negative besides that old nigga with the neck braids.
Chuck, when you let that nigga go.
And that leather coat. He was just like Morpheus, hollering at young bitches. I'm not letting that go.
Maybe Mr. Smith was in the building. There was that random white guy in the suit.
And it was a white guy. I don't know if you caught him, but he had the cream, the cream sweater vest.
Yes, I seen that.
I don't know who he was with.
That super tall nigga.
Yeah,
I thought that was the Milwaukee Bucks, like some like 10th or 11th man.
I was like, bro, why are you in this part of the neighborhood?
I'm just saying, I was confused.
Man.
Like, he was a cool dude, but I'm just he just stood out
like a sore fucking thumb. Like, what? I seen him walk in. I'm like, bro, did he walk in with some niggas?
But it was a lot of love in that building, though, and I like that. Oh, before we get out of here, shout out to YBL, because by the time this episode dropped, they would have just had their 100th episode.
YBL,
I fucks with them little niggas, dog. I mean, they ain't little, because like Mwanje like our size, and Reese tall. Like I always mess with her.
Yeah, BBM.
You call him a BB.
Big beautiful male. Talk to that.
Pause.
Yes. Hey, I'm showing
that's
I'm showing my big nigga some love, bro.
But that's homie.
It's our year, bro. Teddy Bear is coming back.
But the thing I like about YBO is because they're technically the babies in this podcast game right now, and they've been holding their own. They really been holding their own. So to get to 100 episodes, I'm proud of them. I think I'm more proud of everybody that's making 100 episodes right now, dog, because we have shows that have been under the TDR umbrella that literally have been 5 episodes away, and they gave up.
And they gave up.
Like that really hurt my heart. You 5 episodes away and you gave up.
But you know what though? Like this shit ain't built for everybody.
I guess
because like I look at it like this, like when you look at the dynamic of what a podcast really is, and you listen and you look at the fact that you are asking, it's just like doing music. Like when I rap and I put out a song and I tell and I ask somebody to listen to it, I'm asking you to give me at least 3 minutes of your life that you can't get back after you do it and listen to this song. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes that ain't it. When you really look at the dynamic of a podcast, some people podcasts are like 2 hours long. Or it's 3 hours long. I don't know, depending on how you was feeling, you might have been in your bag that day. You really gotta captivate and hold a nigga attention for 3 hours.
But it can be done though.
I'm not saying it can't be done, but that's what I'm saying. You look at the dynamic of it is like we was having a conversation with one of our homegirls. It's like we sit here for the longest we probably be here is like an hour 45.
Right.
We put out hour 45 minute episodes. And it's like and I be shocked when people tell me that they listen, because I'm like, we funny. So I get why you here for the jokes. Like, what the fuck? You ever go back and listen to it? It's like, what the fuck were we talking about?
Dog, when I told you.
It's a whole episode about now, I ain't saying that some of these topics ain't relatable to people, but it just be like, really, bruh?
But sometimes
you got a Jag kit. Yes, I do have a Jag kit. And shout out to Roscoe, Japanese cherry blossom. I will be trying really soon.
But I guess it's the simple fact that
unless Tom did it already, because if you did it already, I want to try it.
No, I've never thought about going international. Like, bro,
international.
Never thought about going international.
That's wild. That's nasty.
Is it really, bro?
International.
Is it?
Uncharted waters.
I'm just saying, give me some Turkish delights or something like that. I don't know,
man. Now I gotta look up foreign lotions.
Right.
How freaky can a nigga really get?
I don't know, bro, but I feel like anything that's gonna be from the Middle East might actually make your shit grow. Just, I don't know. They made the Kama Sutra, so I don't know.
The Kama Sutra is Middle Eastern?
I don't know. It's Eastern. That's all I know. Somewhere in there, something will help you out. But no, dog, we losing focus, which is what we do. No, I feel you on that, dog. But my big thing about a lot of these pods is it's not necessarily that they can't do it and they're not built for it. I think that people rely entirely too much on social content to drive their show. Like, we talk, okay? Ours is regular conversations that we will have amongst each other whether or not this mic is on or not. That's honestly how we even got to this point, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's how we switched from internet radio to podcasting, because a lot of times we be sitting in the front room half asleep saying all kind of crazy shit, and we all think like, damn dog, we should have recorded this.
Hey, cause some shit you need to talk about.
Right, and that's basically, and I think that's what it is. It's like some shit you need to talk about, and we talked about it. We look at things completely different. We have some of the greatest jokes ever. Some jokes are completely inside, so it goes over people's heads. Some folks just love the simple fact that we have no fucking filter.
Some shit is just wrong, though.
We have said some of the most inappropriate. I have a coworker at work right now. She listens to all of our shows. I don't even know how she accidentally got on it.
Is she single?
No.
Damn, Tom.
Either way it goes.
Can you bring some single pussy to the table?
I definitely can.
Oh, wait. They listen. I'm sorry if y'all heard that.
And the thing about it is they're accustomed to it. They're okay with that. They like the fact that you do shoot your shot on air with no reckless abandonment, even though you're a good guy. They like that shit.
I mean, I'm trying to show a young lady how good of a guy and my stroke is.
Ugh, now you went too far, bro. But no, a lot of people, they like the fact that we are not a conventional show. We might not have a format. So sometimes some people was like, hey man, I was trying to follow y'all, but then y'all went over here and I couldn't stay around no more. Like, okay, I get that. Every episode ain't for everybody. And I think that's part of the thing. We have a cult following, because I'm still trying to figure out who the fucking Ireland holding us down.
I don't know.
But I'm happy for
I
him.
just want to know
if
I ever take a trip to Ireland, that nigga show me where the weed is.
I don't even want you to show me the weed,
bitches
bro.
are.
When I tell you the Death Fresh show is coming to Ireland, I need you to meet me at the airport, my nigga.
With some weed and some bad bitches.
Might
be no bad bitches for Tone though, because he's married.
I don't know. She might give me an overseas trip.
Nah, fam.
You
ain't took a hard pass yet, and I will not let you take one.
You not gonna let me take one overseas?
Nah.
What happens in Ireland don't stay in Ireland?
What I don't know, I cannot snitch on.
Okay, I can roll with that.
That's my rule.
I ain't gonna do nothing, but as long as I know how to keep you out.
As long as I don't know, I cannot say I was there.
Okay, but no, a lot of people do. They like the fact that we do tackle things kind of differently, and when we do it, we really do it from a perspective of we niggas, and we understand that sometimes you can't move like niggas move. You gotta move like America. And we can leave it at that.
America's terrible.
Right.
Donald Trump is running this motherfucker like we are fucked.
Like at work, I feel like people who listen to my pod while at work are like sneaking off, listening to like old Richard Pryor or George Carlin CDs when you're not supposed to.
We are not that inappropriate.
Juan.
What?
We are very much that inappropriate.
This is a Christian pod. I've been on Christian Mingle. You know what I'm gonna start doing? Like, I think I'm gonna get one of those. I think I'm gonna get a Google Voice number.
Why?
Cause I'll be at home and I'll be bored and I don't be having nobody to talk to, so I just be wanting to jump on a chat line. But then I look at my phone, I'll be like, I've probably exhausted every fucking Milwaukee chat line number. Why do I express this dumb shit I be on my show?
And that's another thing people like. We really do be sharing,
bro. But like when I was like 15, I really used to meet bitches off the chat line.
I met a bitch off the chat line one time, and I don't even. Okay, so I was fucking.
Is this the white girl story that you finna tell?
No,
when you made her the CD?
No, that was my cousin. That was my cousin in Black Planet. I'm still pissed at that nigga about that every time I see him. I'm like, dog, you end up fucking around, messing around with fat white bitches. So why you dump this bitch on me? But you know that's a whole nother story. No, it was a white chick. So back in the days, like newspapers. I know this really gonna sound old as fuck. Used to have like chat numbers in the paper. So like they would have these ads, kind of like the Craigslist, men seeking women section, shit like that, right? So newspaper, it's this section of meeting people, and what will happen is the person's personal would have a code number. So you would call this number, you would get this code number, and this code number had a voicemail. You call this voicemail, you leave a message, okay? That person will respond to your message. You call that back, they'll leave a message to respond to it, right? So me and this chick was doing this back and forth for a minute. So then all of a sudden one day I was like, you know what? I just said, hey, I don't like to keep doing this cold shit. You seem pretty cool. Here, call me at this number. So she called me at this number. And my cousin, same cousin who dumped the white chick on me, he answered the phone. All right, so he's on the phone, he talking to her, he doing the rundown, running the interference and whatnot. What I didn't know was he actually started chopping it up with her. So he over here shooting his shot with her and whatnot. So I'm like, nigga, how dare you? But you know what? Cool, whatever. I had completely forgot about it. My cousin ended up moving back with his mom. She called one day. I was like, okay. Nah, that he ain't here. He moved around. I was like, who's this? Like, it's Tony. It's like, oh, hey, I finally get to talk to you, huh? Like, what you mean you finally get to talk to me? It's like, yeah, I originally started to call for you, but I ended up talking to your cousin and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. So me and her on the phone, just having conversation, telling her what's going on. She's telling me what's been going on. And she's like, hey, I'm free this afternoon. You want to come by? First and foremost, I'm trying to figure out, now that I'm older, why the fuck did I even go over by her house?
Duh.
Like,
when you young, you will put yourself in the most fucked up predicaments ever.
I'm really sitting here thinking about it now. Like, dog, why did I fucking go to her house? I go over by her house. We sitting on the outside talking at first. Her uncle was like, all right, I'm getting ready to go to the store. Like, he said, what's up? Like, I'm getting ready. No, he said, I'm getting ready to go to work. Make sure if you leave the house, lock up and whatnot. I won't be back later. It's like, okay. So, all right, cool. Maybe she knew this shit. That's why she told me to come through, right? So, like, okay, cool. We sitting outside while this nigga pull off. Maybe about like 5-10 minutes later, she's like, hey, you want to go in the crib? Because it's starting to get cold out here. I was like, all right, cool. We go in the crib. Now, the house is pretty nice. It's pretty decent. I'm, surveying the land to see if there's any recognizable photos. Make sure you ain't related to nobody I know.
But she was white.
She was white. Come to find out, because her uncle, when he left, he was black. He was a nigga. I'm getting there.
Okay.
He was a whole nigga. Okay. So I'm in the crib. We sitting here chilling. All of a sudden, she get all cuddly and she want to be up under me. I was like, okay, this bitch want to fuck. So my first thought is, I wonder if my cousin smashed already. Because if my cousin smashed already, I'm not going to smash on you. That's just nasty. So she gets to telling me about she's staying with her cousin. That's why she here. She told me about how she did the little ad thing. Really, it was her cousin that did the ad. But then she come and tell me that her cousin, which is really her sister, but still her cousin, because they got the same mom, but they got different dads, and the two dads are actually brothers.
What?
Yeah.
Is that how it really is?
That's how it went down. That's how she explained it to me. So her cousin, which is her sister, who's still her cousin, they both live there. So all this time, my cousin has actually been talking to her sister cousin.
Tom, this is a wild ass story.
It was a wild ass story. Now,
this sound real nasty.
Did not smash at all, because I thought, like, okay, you know what? I'm going to the crib. Okay? Because I had to process all that. Dog, when I tell you, she would call me every day and read poetry over the phone to me.
What?
Like, she's like, hey, what you doing? It's like, I'm washing the dishes for mom coming to the crib. It's like, oh, well, I want to read this piece I got for you, dog. Let me read this for you. And she's like, I was thinking about you when I wrote this. Like, bitch, you seen me one time. You had one phone conversation with me. How the fuck are you so in depth with me right now, dog? Like, why are you writing poetry about me?
You was her muse.
Like, no, nigga. No. I was like, dog, what the fuck, man? But, like, after that, dog, I do not deal with chat lines.
Bro, I can't even lie. I used to be on chat line all the fucking time.
And I get that, because I was the lick at the time. But see,
it was a quick way to meet a bunch of bitches at one time.
Fact. But you know what really fucked up? When my mom upgraded the house computer, gave me the old computer, because you know I like fixing on shit when I was younger, right? So I turned the computer we had, I souped that motherfucker up. So this had some serious fucking speed. Well, as much speed as you can have with fucking dial-up. But this had some speed. Like, this shit was kicking. So I'll be in my room. I'll be in these little chat houses. I'm talking to a bitch named Essence who live in Alabama. Like
chat rooms on the internet, filthiest place you could ever be.
Dog, but it was crazy because, like, me and her was vibing because we got to some chat and some old white nigga who looked like he plays a redneck in porn was just like dirty as hell in his conversation. And me, like, we be in there, then we'll go into the PMs because you got some private messages. We'll go to PMs like, dog, do you see this motherfucker here? It's like, dog, this nigga is wildin'. So we be literally in these chat threads, just like talking about people in the private message. But the fucked up part was, to get a private message, you had to refresh your screen in order for it to come up. So it'd be a delight, dog. I'm telling you. These little kids, I don't know what the fuck they got this day and age, because this shit is just like epic compared to what we had to deal with back in the days to get some internet ass. But no, real talk though. We have definitely come to the end of this.
Wait, before we get out of here,
what's up?
Shout out to all the heifers on Facebook and in real life. Just shout out to all the heifers who really feel like they 16 again.
Because of this B2K?
Because, yes.
I mean, that's not my era, so I'm not feeling what they feeling.
Like, they really feeling in the style. But you know what? I can't even front, though. Like, all these little niggas that's finna go on this little tour had some hits. The only person that I've seen that they really missing is Marcus Houston.
You know what's funny, dog? I swear on the last episode, we made comments about who would you take on tour with you, and then these niggas fucking drop. Like, I feel like them niggas heard us.
I just feel like it's certain songs that B2K gotta do. Like, I feel like they gotta do and then Lil Fizz gotta rap.
But my
2 months of conversation, man. This is amazing. Spit the game undercover. I'm lethal. Don't ask me why I still know that. Cause they used to play that shit. That was on that was the number one video on 106 Park for like a month.
That's your era, dog.
Tell me, can you handle this? I think Omarion made the double line and cool because he had a fresh, crispy line with all kind of baby hair for no fucking reason.
But that's your era, so you can get away with that. But I want to know why was Marcus Houston and Omarion running around here telling niggas they was brothers and they wasn't nowhere near.
Oh, when niggas found out they wasn't really brothers, that was devastating.
Like, why was y'all doing this? Like, what level of petty was y'all on to say some shit?
I mean,
like
maybe
that?
they just really close.
I mean, they could be really close, but it was at the time though. It didn't make no fucking sense. Especially when you cousins to one of them niggas already, so you gonna tell you show more love to this nigga saying this is your brother instead of claiming that that's your cousin over there though.
Low key, when it was Immature who later became IMX, which I really don't understand the name change.
Because they were no longer young, they grew up, they were men. So it's kind of like they were going from boys to men, so they had to make a change of their name. You couldn't still be Immature. You can't be 25 years old being known as Immature. Bitches don't want to talk to you then.
Some niggas are still immature.
I mean, you can be immature, but you don't.
I gotta find
that
song that they did when Marcus Houston was singing about losing virginity.
My First Love.
Because their first time song.
Or is it My First Time?
I think it's My First Time. That song is dope. It's really crazy.
I'm not saying it wasn't. It was just crazy the fact that he made a fucking song about getting pussy for the first time.
That shit was wild, dog.
But you know, my favorite IMX song is always going to be Give Up the Ghost. Because Busy was getting his whole shit off.
But yeah, shout out to B2K going on tour. I been thought they should have got back together, even though I feel like it was only 2 niggas in the group that actually had talent, which was Lil Fizz and Omarion. Cause Raz B and that other nigga, I don't really know what they did besides dance.
Maybe that's all you need. Like, think about it. Until DeVoe started rapping, he didn't have a purpose.
Didn't he play the drums?
No, I'm talking about on New Edition.
Oh. Well, hey.
He was just a nigga that danced.
He was background vocals. Michael Bivins couldn't sing either.
Well, he BBD.
Yeah, but Michael Bivins got smart, started robbing niggas, so.
Y'all gonna quit saying that.
Fair, because he robbed Boys to Men.
He did not rob. See, this is the problem with the music industry. He did not rob anybody.
They just didn't read the contract?
They just didn't read the contract.
Oh, so, yeah. Is that how you gonna get us, Tom?
Look.
It's like I didn't rob y'all, but y'all didn't thoroughly read the situation.
First of all, none of y'all niggas got contracts. So that's not even a concern. Secondly,
so I can leave at any time. That's not binding.
Hold on, I was getting ready to say. Secondly, your name is actually on the paperwork from when we first started this shit. Or did you forget? Did you not forget that you're the deaf and tone deaf radio?
I am?
Yes.
Oh man, cool. I never knew that. That's a history fact.
Yes. That's why it's called tone deaf.
Oh, because I'm deaf fresh?
Yes.
Oh shit, I'm learning something. I think Tom just made that up on the fly. I'm gonna keep it winding with y'all.
No.
Keep it funky.
Because you gotta remember, I never had a nickname to begin with because I never planned on being on air. But then Tasha just started calling me the CEO of Mr. Tone Deaf because I'm the CEO of Tone Deaf Radio. And I just ran with it like, yeah, fuck it, let's go.
I thought that had been your little street name this whole time.
Nah, my street name's just been Tone. Just Tone.
Hey, that's a wild ass street name. Because when the motherfucker be like, hey, I'm gonna call my nigga Tone, I just imagine some big buff nigga who shoot people to come out of nowhere.
Sometimes that's what it be.
And Tone, you are not that kind of Tone.
She is whole naked when she fell.
Oh, that chick that fell in the bathroom. And then you fell on a woman's bathroom floor, which is probably the third filthiest place in the world next to like them pictures of Africa they show you on like Christmas Day.
All right, shout out to Ravi and her Sims game. Like her little synopsis of her Sims be having me dying. But I
don't see how people play the Sims.
It's a great game, dog.
I just can't watch cartoon characters fuck each other.
Well, you don't really see nothing. They do this little quick motion.
It's like life progressing.
And that's why a lot of people like it, because you get to play God. Like, at the end of the day, you get to play God. Because even though you can have it do what it want to do, you can make it do what you want it to do at the same time. Can it kill people? Technically, yeah. You can kind of set it up to kill. You can't make it go and say, hey, go shoot that dude over there.
But that's how life works.
That's only because situations is fucked up. Think about it, dog. Most niggas shoot other niggas because somebody stole their bitch or they broke. And they got to do what they got to do to survive. There's a cheat code for you to go ahead and get more money whenever you need to. And bitches are plenty on the game. You fall out of love with one bitch, you can make this bitch fall in love with another bitch.
Bitches are plentiful in real life.
Yeah, but they all come with problems. Video games, everybody don't come with problems.
That's cool. You just got to pick the one that got the least problems.
I wish people would just think more like that.
Like, I feel like everybody's fucked up, but you have to pick the person who's the person that's the least fucked up to your situation.
True. But anyway, dog, I've been trying to end this show for the last 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah? My bad.
Yeah, dog, because we getting ready to hit 1:30, and I don't want a whole hour and a half show.
Tell me what you handle.
So, I just say, you know what? We had a great year for 2018. Nothing but good things in 2019 for Tone Deaf Radio, and most importantly, the Deaf Fresh Show. Keep tabs out on all the different projects we got going on. And, of course, you can always listen to us on all streaming platforms, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, or wherever else you listen to your pods at. Juan, go ahead and take us home, dog.
2019, stop letting y'all news leak. Matter of fact, stop lying about y'all nudes leaking. Like, if you just want to post naked pictures of yourself on the internet,
just post them.
Just post them.
We're going to like them whether we leaked or not.
Stop saying niggas is leaking your news. Stop saying niggas is leaking your videos. Because some niggas ain't leaking that shit. Y'all just accidentally hitting send, and then you want to out a motherfucker. Now he on the other end of the phone looking befuddled because I thought I was the only one with this video. Why is the internet seeing your vagina? So yeah, stop lying about nudes leaking because you bitches is leaking them your goddamn self. And with that being said, we on this bitch.